Push the goddamn button! You heard what she said.
Hey guys, Magix here, and welcome back to another MTGO Modern League with our lovely 4-color money tribal deck here. Yeah, it's been quite some while since I've uploaded a video. I did not play as much as I wanted. There was a lot of stuff going on. We are now currently in a second lockdown here in Germany, so well, guess I have a little bit more time right now. And I've grinded a little bit off camera, made a trophy and several 3-2s, 4-1s, whatever. And well, the matter hasn't really changed from the last videos I have uploaded. So what really has changed? In the mana base, I've cutted the second Field of Ruin because the fourth colorless source really screwed up some of my opening hands. I very, very rarely faced Tron. I don't like it that much against Amulet Titan. I mean, it can be okay, but usually it's too late. Like when the Titan hits, they search out 2 Field of the Deads, and Field of Ruin won't do a lot. You can't really break up all the Valakutes, so it's mostly there to kill the Cavern of Souls, but a good Titan player will sandbag this one for when they play the Titans, so it's rather hard to make good use out of Field of Ruin in this matchup. And yeah, there are seldom any Tron decks running around because Browse decks are so prevalent, and in the mirror with Wrenn and Six in the mix, it's also very hard to stop Field of the Dead permanently with it, and no manlands around, so it's nice for the utility, right? It's nice to have as a one-off. Sometimes you search it out with Hour of Promise, but yeah, the second one really screwed up more than it helped, and I have included a Stomping Ground in my mana base here. Don't ask me why MTGO doesn't load the pictures, because I've played with these cards already, but yeah, whatever. Then I have included a third mana leak in the main deck because there are these oops all spell decks running around, and especially the ones with the Vengevines and Balustrade Spies and stuff. You want to have a counter spell that here can answer a creature that is black, so Aether Gust, no help there. And yeah, Remand can stall, but you still need an answer. So it's only good if you can bridge it into a Cryptic Command because Force of Negation doesn't stop the creatures. So yeah, just to improve the odds a little bit, I have included the third Mana Leak. Not that happy with it because Mana Leak is dead a lot of times. On the draw, it's also not the greatest, but it's yeah, can work with that at least. I have included the second Wrenn and Six. I was really impressed with it, helping to stabilize the mana base. Occasionally you play against Arbor Elf decks where it's really nice to have on the play, and buying back Field of the Dead was really important because a lot of decks are also running around with Cleansing Wildfires. You have these Death and Taxes decks that pack 4 Ghost Quarters, 4 Field of Ruins to stop your Field of the Deads. So Wrenn and Six is also nice there. The Ultimate won a few games that go very long, so that is also a possibility. And yeah, just solid card advantage overall. Works really nicely with Field of the Dead, Uro, Growth Spiral, etc. So I like that. Yeah, and the rest is pretty stock, to be honest. I still squeeze in one Supreme Verdict in the main deck because of all these other Vile decks running around. That is also the reason why I have another Supreme Verdict in the sideboard alongside a Fire Spout. No Engineered Explosives because like Death and Taxes splits up the curve nowadays with 1 drops like Giver of Runes into 2 drops like Thalia and Arbiter into quite a lot of 3 drops like this new Skyclave Apparition that really is going on my nerve because it can exile most of the threats we have. And yeah, stuff like Elven Mind Sensor, they have Stoneforge Mystics, etc., etc. And even for the Death Shadow decks, like they also have the 2-mana kind of Death Shadow. I'm missing the name right now. But since more of these decks are yeah, not have it like going all in on the one drops or stuff like that. I figure that I want to go with not with explosives, but with the verdict and fire spout. I have tried out, if I come back to the mana base quickly, Lonely Sandbar instead of the second Sanctuary, because I thought, okay, if I increase the number of Wrenn and Six, why not? But this also had the issue that, yeah, especially in the early turns, which are more important than later on usually, it's really tough to squeeze it into the curve. I mean, if I start with Mystic Sanctuary, the same can be said there, but at least on turn 4, I have the possibility to play Sanctuary untapped, whereas Sandbar can't, and sometimes you have to hold up this Cryptic Command or like Mana Leak plus something else. Like, yeah. I go back to two Sanctuaries right now. I also don't want to go up to 29 lands. I think that's too much. Like, I could put the Sandbar in here, maybe a second Field of Ruin, maybe this one of these spell land cards. There is one that can draw cards that I can see in this deck. Unfortunately, we can't run the one for 3 mana instant that lets you look at the top 5 cards. Then you can choose an instant and sorcery, because I don't think the number is high enough. Like, we have 26 other here. If we subtract the Wrenn and Six and the Teferis, we are 22, 21 after the Jace, and 20 after the Teferi. So I don't know if this is high enough. Might have to test this. But for now, this would be the main deck, and in the sideboard, also nothing really new. I run one Containment Priest because it helps against the Balustrade Spy decks. It helps against Collected Company. There are quite some Heliod decks running around. And it also helps against Aether Vial, at least for a little bit until they remove it with the Apparition. But yeah, can be a nice answer. And I bought out like, yeah, most of the counter spells here and still needed something to bring in. But yeah, that's mostly it. Back to 2 Ashioks, because there was a little hype on these green-white Titan decks with Eradamri's Call. The second one might be too much right now. It could be a third Cleansing Wildfire for the Tron deck, for the occasional Tron deck, but I rarely face them, so for now I go with 2 Cleansing Wildfires. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Let's open the leak. And we find an opponent in the first few seconds here. Let's see, I have to switch back my OBS here. All right, here we go. Yeah, we are on the draw. We are not doing a lot on the first few turns, but we are not playing against Lurrus decks, so I don't think it's a very aggressive deck, because all of the aggressive decks are packing Lurrus. Seems like, yeah, Death in Texas, and I'm willing to pitch an Uru here for that. These decks are so strong when they have a Vial. Rather derpy if they don't, so it's important to use the fetch lands early to not run into issues with the Arbiter. And since we are on the draw, we have one additional card anyways. But here now I'm looking at a hand with only Uro and lands, so let's hope that we can draw something good. Let's go with the Jeskai one because we have a green source in hand. Then again, yeah, we have a Verdict in the deck. Let's go with the Jeskai one. Yeah, that was a good pickup. Yeah, I still want to fetch here. Like, if they have an Arbiter now, I want to fetch in response. Like, they can go Arbiter Ghost Quarter. That would be awkward. Really annoying. Especially because they have Give of Runes available now. Please just attack. Nope. Could be a Mind Sensor here. Let's just go into our turn for now. Could play Uro now. Yeah, let's see. I am willing to take the damage here. Let's see if they have a Mind Sensor. Screw it. Of course they have one. God, I hate this deck so much. Lucky. Alright, let's bounce the Giver at least and hope they don't follow up with Ghost Quarters and stuff. I mean, we have quite some basics, so we might have a chance to luck out there. Yeah, and hit the bolt. Thing is, with the Giver in play, I couldn't bolt this anyways, so... these decks are so weird, like playing Arbiter and Stoneforge Mystic in the same deck. And sometimes these Mind Sensors here, don't know. Seems like they are really aiming at us. All the matter is really good for Mind Sensor. It could also be the case. I mean, we could run it ourselves, but I think Ashiok is a little bit better for us. Don't care that Teferi dies because it helps our own Uro. Here comes the Giver again. So these lands come into play tapped, unfortunately. Here is the Arbiter as well. Yeah, that's why I wanted to fetch early. At least they don't have a Ghost Quarter or anything. But I can't really fetch to go for the Uro, and if I play the Uro, I can't bolt here, and I really want to bolt. So yeah, let's just kill this thing. Play the Sanctuary, I guess. Not looking so great. We also have a lot of dead top decks in this match. If they had Aether Vial in play, we probably would be dead already, because they would have generated so much mana. If we can get to Field of the Dead, though, we could stall a little bit. Let's see. Here comes the Stone Forge, and they can pay for it now. Not looking great here. I can't even fetch a basic Plains if I find the Verdict because of the Mind Sensor, so maybe I should have bolted that. Yeah. Fire and Ice is an issue. Like, they can put it into play and equip it, so I really need removal now. There's a path to Exile at least. So we can hold a path to whatever they want to equip the sword to. If it is the Mind Sensor, that would be the best, I think. So we can't fetch anyways, so we could offer up the Field of the Dead here, but if they have LD, then it would be bad. Do we need this next turn? That is the question. 2, 3, 4, 5. Here I go with the Flooded Strand for now. Yeah, but the sword is an issue. I need more removal now. I can't fetch Sanctuary with these two and play effectively. I mean, we could for the Arbiter. We can play this as well, what I'm talking. So, yeah. Still have a chance to win here. Let's see what they will do. Take at least 4 if they attack pre-combat, but they can't deny their sword value here. Yeah, that's what I figured. Please equip this thing. Fuck, okay. Yeah, this is annoying. Have to answer this and hope that we draw the Sanctuary, then we can draw into the path with the Growth Spiral, or I could tuck the sword with the Teferi. could do that. Or draw another one. Okay, that is nice. Now we are missing the second green source. If I path this now, we could fetch, but then we offer ourselves up for the sword here. So I think I go with Teferi and just plus in this situation. Hope to draw maybe a lightning bolt here, then we can answer both creatures. Okay, an island. Now we can at least stonewall the Mystic. They could equip the sword on the Stone Forge, but they can't kill the Teferi with it, so yeah, let's see. Thing is, they also have 2 redraws over there, and every creature has to be answered now with the sword in play. I really needed this path to exile. I think tucking one of the creatures wouldn't have done a lot, so yeah, let's see. Can still tuck the sword next turn, maybe. If they path now, that would be annoying. Yeah. I can't path this in response because... Could I not? Let's see, if I do this now... It's really annoying that I don't have another green source here, like... I could grow Spire, I could fetch out a Sanctuary... No, I can. Can't I? No. If I fetch out a Sanctuary to put a Lightning Bolt on top, then I don't have the green source to draw into it. But I mean, while the Stoneforge is annoying with the sword equipped, it can't kill the Teferi, right? Damage to a player. Yeah, so I think I have to take the mana with us. And we get another zombie out of it this way, yeah. I think this is okay. Please don't have a Resto Angel now. That would be brutal. I'm glad they don't have the other vial again, because they probably have Flicker Wisp or something in hand, and that would be really lights out here. This way we are still in the game. Now we can search out a green source here. Yes. Just exchange zombie for zombie. Here we go again. Still have the fetch land open now. And we have the Uro. And we have a Mystic Sanctuary here. Just put the stop in the upkeep again, so that we can put a card on top, right? Let's get them. Arbiter. Okay. I have to fetch now. And I think we go still for Sanctuary. Probably not Lightning Bolt, but rather Path to Exile, honestly, because when the sword is equipped, I need the Path to Exile. Then we can still draw cards with Teferi. If they Ghost Quarter us afterwards, I have to really decide what I want to do then, but yeah, let's go with the second Sanctuary. I'm glad I have 2 in the deck right now. Create a safety zombie. We can also pay the Arbiter just in case. But if they path to Exile, I probably deny at this point because I want the spot removal. Okay, have your Arbiter. Derpy creature deck. Probably talking a lot of nonsense right now. But we are still in this game. Didn't look like it earlier. Yep, you have your Stoneforge equipped. You can jump and we win. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, great. Now, while Force of Negation was good in this game, I honestly am not a fan of it overall in this matchup, because it's only good in our opening hand. And Aether Gust is dead. I like to bring in Cleansing Wildfire at least as a cycle. Also bring in Soul-Guide Lantern as a cycle. On the draw, Mana Leak is really not that good. Yeah, I I want as few dead top decks as possible, but sometimes you have to bounce the sword and then have an answer for it in hand. So yeah, I think I still go for 2 mana leaks alongside 2 cryptics and go like this. Wrenn and Six can at least ping Flicker Wisp and Thalia, which can be important, so I like it. And of course, they are land destruction deck, and picking back up the lands that they destroy is value. So I like to go like this. So these two are just for cycling, obviously. Sometimes they don't have the vial and play out the Arbiter, and you can get them with a Wildfire, kind of. But yeah, that is rather cute. And of course, red mana is not something I would gun for right off the bat if I don't have Bolt or Wrenn, but at least it can cycle. And all the other stuff here doesn't do enough. So let's go with this. There are variants that are running black for Tight Hollow Sculler. Their Whale of Summer can be nice, but yeah, okay. Hand looks good. We have, if this fetches an Hallowed Fountain, we have double white, we have 2 blue, we have 2 green, we have red red, so it's hard for them to screw us, and we have a Verdict. So yeah, let's see. Either Vial start or Giver of Runes. Giver of Runes. Nice, we have the answer. But I think we start with the fetch land in case they have an Arbiter on 2. But then again, I have to bolt this anyways now. And if I fetch a Hallowed Fountain with this on turn 2, then I still have to bolt this, and I can't hold up 2 mana on the following turn for the Ghost Quarter. So I think I'm forced into bolting now and having 2 mana available on the next turn. That might delay the Uro, but I have no choice here. Like if we go with fetch land for the second white source, I don't have white-red obviously, so yeah. Could grab the Steam Vents, but I want the second white for the Supreme Verdict here. So yeah. Teferi is one of the better cards because they can't answer it with the Apparition, and it's really tough to beat for them. Don't care about Cage. Because since they have Apparition, Uro is really not the end-all be-all, if that makes sense. And I should fetch now in case they have a Mind Sensor. Right, so yeah, and still have to fetch this untapped because Arbiter. Because they can play Arbiter plus Ghost Quarter. You have to really think about a lot of what they can do. Or something like this. Because if I don't hold up this 2 mana permanently, they can get me at some positions. And they might have a Mind Sensor after all. Yeah, let's now play out the Uro while I can. They should play the Mind Sensor response because I can put in the fetch land and fetch in response to them flashing in the Mind Sensor, but they didn't do this. Or they do this after all. Yeah, obviously they have it. Yeah, and now I can't path to Exile here, so I have to put into play the second white source. But it's fine. If they use their entire next turn just to blow up a single land, I think I can live with that. And next turn we can go Teferi into Path to Exile, so Teferi is really one of the better cards in this matchup as a win condition. Because all the creatures can be answered easily with the Apparition. And we might get lucky and still find a basic here. Unfortunately, we have 2 already, but yep, lucky. A late Vial is not as bad. And a second late Vial is almost game over here. Yeah, sure. Let's draw a card. that was a good pickup. So we have a lot of creatures covered here. Guess Stoneforge Mystic is one of their best draws because Batterskull would still be annoying. Containment Priest would be really nice here to stop these other vials for a little bit. And as the game progresses, we can draw Time Raveler to bounce this cage and then just escape the Uro. No big deal. I can't path to Exile yet because then they will use this Field of Ruin in response, attacking my white source here. So I just let this happen for now. Teferi is beefy. That's fine. If they use this now, I use the path. And then grab a white source with it. We have Temple Garden, and we have still the basic planes, but then color-wise, there are no more white sources. So if they draw a few Ghost Quarters, they could screw us off white. That would be annoying. Only have 4 white sources in the deck. Yeah, and here they go. Now we have to path here. And a second main phase, so we can fake a Lightning Bolt here and float the red. Still have more red sources in the deck, so that is fine. Yeah, let's grab the basic planes, and I can fetch the other Triome or Steam Vents with this Flooded Strand. Okay, that's fine. And step. All right. Can at least mana leak another Mind Sensor here. Yeah, let's maybe bait one out. Like if they have a Mind Sensor now, we can make use of the mana leak. That would be cool. Yeah, they don't have it. Do we need the Triumph though? I think we can go for Steam Vents. In this case, we can cycle the Triumph later on. I don't have to shock this in because we have the Teferi ability to untap it, right? So let's see what they will do. All right, maybe could have floated the white mana here just in case. Okay. So what can you do over there? They were flooded out a little bit, but they still have 3 cards in hand now. All the creatures will have flash at this point. So we are still not out of the woods, but with Teferi in play and very few dead top decks at this point, I think we have a fair shot of winning here. And we still have 3 spot removal, of course, so Uro will come down soon. As we find a Cryptic or a Time Raveler to bounce this cage, that's fine. We can still use Mystic Sanctuary. Wrenn and Six would be also okay, then we can start cycling the Triome. And yeah, I use one of the 2 mana leaks here as long as we can, because this Flicker Wisp would have been soon annoying. Alright, another Uro. Let's first uptick here. Yeah, there we go, Wrenn and Six. Pick up the Triumph, I guess. I think we can tap down further because we still have 2 Path to Exiles. Can also shock this in, why not? Yeah, let's shock this in. More mana available. I will not bring in this Triumph though, I will use it as a redraw. Yeah, that's fine. Done. Let's see if they have a Stoneforge Mystic now, that would be annoying. But we can answer the swords for a while, so I guess Better Skull would be a little bit annoying, though can still stall for a while. Alright, let's go. Can have an apparition for the Wrenn, of course. Yeah, here comes the Stoneforge as expected. I don't have another counter spell, so I will not path this. Yeah, they go with the sword. Alright, that's fine. Okay, Vial on 3, Vial on 2. So every creature has literally uncounterable in flesh at this point. Let's see, 3 cards still to grind through. But we have a redraw here. And mostly no dead cards. Can flood out still, but if we find Field of Ruin, even that is hard. Yep, sure. Sure. All right. So let's see if they have a Flicker Wisp here. Then at least they can't equip the sword to it, and we might be able to ping it. Is it an apparition? No, it's a Flicker Wisp, alright. The annoying thing is they get another card out of this. We could path again to stop this, and I think I want to do this at this point. Go away, Stoneforge. Because if he brings out a Better Skull as well, or a second sword, that would be very annoying, and yeah. Yeah, with the Cryptic to bounce the Cage then, and the Uro. Yeah, then we win. Nice. Okay, yeah, that was Death in Texas. I hope this was interesting. Let's go to the next match. There's really a lot to think about in this matchup. But if they don't have an early Aether Vial on the battlefields, it feels like we are favored. Especially if we don't have dead counter spells like Force of Negation and stuff like an Aether Gust in the deck. So really like these games. At least they are not as cheesy as these oops all spell stacks. Here we go. Match number 2. Yeah. Lands and spells. Only need green mana. Have a lightning bolt for early game interaction, no Lurus, so no heavy aggro. Don't know what he will play. Force might be nice. Let's lead with the Triome. I could cycle it, but at this point I think I still want the 4 lands because we have a Teferi in hand. Okay, found the Tron opponent. Just talked in the beginning how Tron is non-existing, mostly. And then off the bat we face it, but at least I have a Field of Ruin to delay it. And then, yeah, I mean, the second Field of Ruin probably won't make a big difference here in this matchup. Lightning Bolt is dead, so could still be Eldrazi Tron or something. So I don't know. Let's fetch the Breeding Pool. In their upkeep, play the Field of Ruin. Probably force the Search spell and hope they don't have another Nettitron piece. We blow up the power plant and hope that it's the correct land. can't blow up the tower anyways. Then we need more counter spells, literally. I think I need another green source for Uro in our future. But if they blow up our white sources, I want more of those. But for now, yeah, let's grab the green source for potentially Uro. I think that's a little bit more important than planning for that 10 mana Eldrazi. Now we have to stop the next search spell, which is not a star. Sylvan's Crying. Wow, the way they play it, they probably have another Tron piece in hand. We can play the Teferi to redraw a card, or we can hold up Force of Negation as a hard cast, and I think I like this a little bit more. Keeping the Teferi for an O-Stone or something. I can play this tapped. Can also bounce in Wormcoil Engine. Yeah. I think holding up Force of Negation here is fine. I want to keep this up for Mystic Sanctuary, because if we have to force, we can put it back on top and draw into it with the Time Raveler next turn. So yeah, I think I go with this. If they go with the Walking Ballista, we can still Lightning Bolt it, so I don't think I need the 4th mana here. So let's see. Do you have another power plant? A Wrenn and Six would be a really good draw, because we can pick up Field of Ruin over and over again. That would be a dream. Yeah, they had this, of course. So 8 mana, let's see. Maybe a Spirit Dragon. Yeah, alright. Alright. This is interesting. Now we can blow up Tron once more and hope for the best. But if they can rebuild this with a 3rd power plant from their hand, then we are screwed. Well, that is a gamble now, but I think I like this gamble. They have only 2 more power plants in their deck. If they have it in 47 cards or 52 with this hand, I mean, okay, then I gambled wrong. But if they don't have this, it could be good. They can search here with these 2 forests, of course, and rebuild it right off the bat if they have a Scrying, but doesn't seem like it. Okay, that is fine. We have a Lightning Bolt for that. And we could blow up Tron again next turn, but I think now I want Mystic Sanctuary and Hero of Dominaria. Just to be safe, and then we can use Field of Ruin every turn. Man, after bad-mouthing this in the opening, this came right back in my face, but yeah, that's how it is. Air coating doesn't matter. Unless they have another Karn. Okay. Great, and we have an Uro, but I think we can't do both in one turn. We have it for next turn. Okay. First things first. Mystic Sanctuary, just to be safe from another Karn. Yeah, then I want to draw into it. We have played the land already. If I play the Uro, I only have 4 mana up. And I gamble that they can't rebuild that Tron because they didn't do it last turn, so might as well kill this now. Draw. Pick this up before they draw a relic. And yeah, feels good. Now we can answer a search spell as well. And then we can pick up a fetch land for a second Mystic Sanctuary and put Force back on top once more. Yeah, we have Teferi to bounce this. I don't care. Yeah, looks good. Hello, Tron. Feels nice, feels nice. Let's draw a card first. Oh, and Path to Exile. So we play this out. We use this just to be on the safe side. Then we pick this back up. And we play our Uro out. We put this into play. We can play this. Don't have to blow up another piece because don't want to go for the towers at this point. And untap with a mana leak up, which is still fine here because they don't have Tron. Yeah, GG's. Nice. Let's go with Cleansing Wildfire. Not a fan of Verdict. Lightning Bolt was nice this time to kill the Karn. Like Wrenn and Six, but only with the one Field of Ruin, and I don't know how likely that is. And they also bring in Relic of Progenitus. I like one Ashiok though. Omnath is fine because it can also kill Planeswalkers with a Cert ability, so it's not useless. And you can really go wide against Tron sometimes if they don't have their Spirit Ring. Aether Gust can answer their search spells. Might only want to go with 3 Path to Exiles. I like Rose Spiral to get on curve with them again and ramp into Cryptic, kind of. Maybe bought out one Uro because of the relic issue. Go like this. Sometimes they bring in Choke and Veil of Summer, so Aether Gust alongside Thragtusk. Sylvan's Crying and Ancient Stirring, so you have some targets for Aether Gust, and I think it's better than what we've bought it out, probably. Maybe Uro is better than the Time Raveler, honestly. Let them have their O-Stone. Yeah, let's go like this. They probably bought out their Bomb Call engines or something. Well, we have our Field of Ruin, but we are on the draw. We have a Cryptic Command. We need a Mana Leak or something with this hand. But there are no Ceremonious Rejections or Stony Silences or stuff like that that I really want to mulligan for. And I don't like taking extra mulligans for a Wildfire and or Mana Leak, because Mana Leak can be dead anyways on the draw, and we only have 2 Wildfires in the deck, so yeah. I keep this and hope that we draw a Force, Wildfire or Mana Leak in the first few turns. It's tough on the draw. Yeah, then you draw the 6th land figures. Maybe they don't have turn 3 Tron, but that is like a dream, so they always have it. Probably was a loose keep. Oh, no scryings here. Power plant. Yep, of course. Now we need a Wildfire from the top. Yeah. Always had it, guys. Always had it. Yeah, I mean, this time we go for the mine, huh? Lucky. Next turn we can go with Uro. Yeah, or no, we go with Field of Ruin and start Wildfiring a little bit. I hope they don't have a 4-mana Karn in their hand. or something like that. Because they probably, yeah, they have a map here, so yeah, I hope they don't have Thorknots here or 4 mana Karn here. Force is nice. Nice. Can't go for this mine again. We can go for the power plant. Let's grab a blue source for the sanctuary. Don't need white mana yet. Sure. And then we can go Sanctuary, put Wildfire on top, play Uro, play out the Steam Bands, and Wildfire the next stuff. Playing the LD deck here. Yep. Let's go. Yes, sir. Second mine, so only 2 more in the deck. Can have all his forests, and there comes Omnath. We have nearly enough cards in our bin. Third mine. Thragtusk, sure. Don't care. We can take a few hits, and Uro will outclass it very soon. So if we hold up Cryptic now... If we hold up Cryptic now for their next turn... So I play out this Misty Rainforest. This is the 4th card in our graveyard. We play out the Sanctuary next turn. He will probably play something into our Cryptic, right? Can send back the white sources for now. Yeah, let's go like this. Take a hit for 5. Doesn't matter. We have so much life gain in the deck. I don't care. Damn it. He's good in drawing his damn Tron pieces, I tell you. Okay. That is a real bummer. I guess in this case we just counter draw. We have to play the path now because else he will path our own Omnath. And he will waste our fetch land. So if I play this Wildfire, or if I put the Wildfire on top with another Sanctuary, he will just blow up one of our own lands and doesn't search. So that's no gusto. So let's fetch out a white source here. I don't want to give him too much tools, so I guess we just path the Thragtusk and counter bounce this token to not give him too much nonsense options with our turn. So we go path here first. Counter return. Okay, then I hope we don't draw something insanely good. So he will only waste this fetch land, which will stop our Cleansing Wildfire for now. But another fetch land. He can't hold priority and force the Teferi, so I think there are no good options for him here. He can't do anything insanely good but waste this one land, so... Well, and then we go into our turn. I think we are still fine here. You can tuck this Teferi for itself, probably. That's fine. If we just draw a fetch land for our turn, we can really get him, I think. Yep, okay, he just did that. Okay, let's hope he doesn't have another big Eldrazi in hand. Fetch land, come on. That is not a fetch land, unfortunately. Yeah, we go with the Uro here, right? I think Uro is a little bit better than the 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll leave the Wildfire and the Field of Ruin in case we draw a Wrenn and Six here. We can still play the Wrenn and Six out. Yeah, then we probably play the Ashiok. Do we? We can use the Ashiok, or we can hold up Force of Negation. Ashiok stops their maps and scryings for Sanctum of Eugen, yeah. But if they play their Spirit Dragon out, I really want to force it. Yeah, I think playing out the Ashiok is not correct here. Yes, they can, yeah, they can have Sanctum of Eugen now, but if they play the Spirit Dragon, I have to force with this Omnath pitch, and that's not cool. So much Eldrazi's in their hand. Yeah, well, can't complain. I was lucky in the beginning anyway, so... Now they have Annihilator 4 dude here. And a full hand again. So I need a path to exile now. Okay, or draw that. Okay, okay. Thing is, they have drawn a lot of cards, so they probably have their last mine, but you never know. Yeah, I think we have to tuck this, but for now, let's go for the mine again. Lightning bolts. It's not good. I really want this Ashiok in play now to stop them from searching, but I have to tuck this damn thing. Okay, at least we have another force. At this point, probably force the Omnath. They have the map, right? They have drawn so much cards, they need to have a map or something. But we can force twice, and I think I will do that here. Well, do I let this resolve? How likely is it that they find the last mine in 32 cards? Not that likely. Yeah, I gamble again. So far the gambles worked out. There can't be a mine, right? Come on. Come on. Don't do me dirty. Don't do me dirty, Tron. You already did. You buy 3 Eldrazi Titans. But it's good, so I don't feel as bad in the beginning of drawing Cleansing Wildfire and having the Field of Ruin, so it's even playing field here. Blast Zone. Okay, that's fine. Second tower. Wormcoil Engine. Sure. Have your engine. Okay. Draw a card. Play Field of Ruin. So I definitely want to play the Ashiok this turn around to stop them from searching. I could have gained 4 life with the Omnath. Yeah, let's play the Omnath first. I think maybe we can still draw into path or something. Okay. Maybe we can hit their last Tron piece. Come on. Nope, we didn't. 2, 3. They have 7 mana, so can kill our last. We can offer up Uru here. I think I like that. Give them the damn worms. Because we get the Uru back later anyways. We have a bolt for these worms, so yeah. Alright, and now we have Force mana up. Can double block the bad token. Yeah, they can't search with the Ashiok in play. That's the situation where it's good. No, sir. You can't rebuild Tron that easy, my friend. You have only one more mine, and you can't search for it. So Mana Leak is online as well, and here we go. Nice. Okay, good start, good start. We top decked good there, obviously, but so did our opponent, I think. All right. Yeah, looks good on the play. Because we have Growth Spiral, no Lurus, so again, probably no aggro deck. Little lag here. Godless Shrine, no discard. Okay, thank you. And a Mana Leak on turn 2. Well, I guess we Mana Leak over Growth Spiral if they play something annoying here. Like that. Please don't have a second one. Take for now. Ship the turn back. Liliana. Lingering Souls. Okay. Sure. Cryptic. Ah, that's unfortunate. Can't hold that up. Not that afraid of Lingering Souls if they don't have the sword to equip. All right. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Growth Spiral. Damn it. Now we are missing land drops with 28 in the deck. That's annoying. So I guess we go for a land drop here. Now they have to decide what they want to kill, but we work towards Field of the Dead. And we have Omnath plus a fetch land next turn to go ham, so let's see. If they have double Swordseize or something here. They probably attack Wrenn, right? No, they kill Teferi. Okay. That's fair. Ah, they have the Apparition. Yeah. Alright. No Mana Leak this time for me. Okay. So please deck, give me something good. We have double white already, so we need double green. And we still need blue. I have to go with a Triome here, I think. Okay. Yeah, Mana Leak, you were too late. Feels like I have to draw some stuff. Or do we play out Uro and hold up Mana Leak? Well, the Uro doesn't get us very far. But Omnath without a fetch land is also not as great. But we have two. I think we go with Uro because I want to get more value out of my Omnath. Dead Force. I want land drops deck. Give me land drops. Can still prevent a Stoneforge here unless they have another land drop. What do they have in hand? They have so many cards there. Hate it. Now it gets annoying. So if they have another land drop, they can play the sword through Mana Leak, but I think I have to get this off the table. Because else my counter spells are entirely dead. And I want to have the chance to get this Uro into play. I really need a fetch land now. Cryptic not looking any good. Cryptic not looking any good. Yeah, the Mana Leak is dead at this point. Like, they have 6 mana over there. But I have to prevent the sword from going off. And I don't draw anything. Yeah, I mean, if we don't draw any more lands here, we stop drawing after the 4th land drop several times, then it gets hard. So we have to counter this. Probably have to counter draw and take another hit for 5. You also have this land over there. Then you draw into another Cryptic. Yeah. I need... Well, at least now we can start playing these Omnath out. And gain back the life. Red, white, green, blue. And work towards Field of the Dead. Yeah. He probably has an Apparition, number 2 or something. Over there. Can still find a Supreme Verdict or something. They don't have really time to leverage these Cryptics, because I always play behind here. Next turn at least we get a zombie to stop this Apparition for a little while. Yeah, that's what I... This is how I describe the Death in Texas match, kind of. Now I really want a Supreme Verdict here. Ah, God. Stoneforge number 3. But he fails to find equipment, so he has 2 in hand probably. But I can't hold up this Cryptic next turn, because else we die on the battlefield, I think. Can I? We take 3, 4 in the air. We can bolt one of those to block the other one. Or we block the Stoneforge, kill the Stoneforge now so that we can Cryptic the next piece of equipment he wants to play. A zombie token would stop these 2 from attacking. We take 4 here. This thing attacks for 6. But then we are still alive. He either misclicked or really has another equipment in hand. Yeah. Let's kill this thing now. Can still draw Supreme Verdict or something. Fatal Push. So he only has 2 equipments in hand at maximum. Maybe he just misclicked and baited me like this. So he probably has a better skull, right? That is the only thing that really comes to my mind. And we have to do this now and hope that we draw Supreme Verdict or something. Nope, just more land drops. Yeah, damn it. Path to Exile, alright. Another Uro, you say? Another Uro, you say? Thing is, he can equip the Better Skull to a flyer. So if he draws a discard, which he doesn't have so far, guess now we can force a discard. So the ground is mostly closed. Yeah, he has a redraw there. And he has a redraw here. And another redraw. Alright. Now he can't re-equip the Better Skull anymore. So what do we want to path here? He probably picks Path to Exile in this spot, so I want to path the Germ. We only take 4 in the air. The ground is blocked, and he probably picks the Growth Spiral. Yeah, he picks the Growth Spiral for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we draw a fetch land here, we can escape the Uro. Next turn he can equip the Better Skull. Wrenn and Six is not doing anything but killing a damn flyer. Then we are dead next turn because he can't equip. I can't cycle. If I hold priority and force my own Wrenn and Six, then we are missing land drops to escape this Uro because of the earlier Kaya's Guile. So we are dead. So we are dead. I mean, I can let him play it, but he knows our hand, and yeah. Nothing I can do about this, right? Third Stoneforge was too much. No, it was not the third Stoneforge. He just drew the Better Skull naturally. Didn't matter. Yeah. A little bit unfortunate, maybe. Come on, just equip the Better Skull on the flyer. I guess we are still alive. Yeah, we take 7 only. Okay, never mind, I miscounted. Good thing I didn't concede. Stupid me. Alright. Okay, yeah. He even kills the Wrenn and Six, okay. Are you sure about that? He should attack me, really. Stops any fetch lands. Fetch land still gives us 4 life, so with the Omnath on the battlefield, here we go. Omnath trigger, Field of the Dead trigger. We are back at 5. I can put a Path to Exile back on top, honestly. But then I don't get this value, but we probably ping a token anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't put the path on top, unfortunately. If I put the path on top, then we don't have enough juice for the Uro, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay. Just fetch a basic then. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that was a good draw. Kill it. Play it. Do we tuck the Better Skull now? Then he can't immediately redraw it. He can kill the Teferi then, but he can kill it anyways with this flyer, so he could also... Yeah, then he just re-equips, right? Yeah, I have to tuck the Better Skull at this point. Okay, we can attack with the Omnath, but then he just double blocks, so let's ship the turn back for now. He still needs a discard alongside all that, because we have Force of Negation here. Well, let's see. Could have attacked with the zombie, maybe. Not that it will matter too much. Because, yeah, he has also 2 manlands, so I have to hold the ground tight. We can kill both planeswalkers with his flyers, but if he uses Field of Ruin, he has to shuffle as well, so the Better Skull is gone. Was his second draw. So the Better Skull is on top. He has to decide if he wants to use the Field of Ruin here. We still have a Jace in the deck. If we stop this Better Skull, we can still win. So we have 1 more dead Mana Leak and then dead Aether Gust. Yeah, he will make us discard anyways, so... Alright, I think we have to draw this Force again. Unfortunately, I think we have to draw this damn Force again to have a chance to stop the Better Skull. And then we have to attack with the Uro. Nope. Alright, he's at 10. So... Yeah, okay, he didn't draw this card. Nice. Didn't think we would win this. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Whale of Summer, Supreme Verdict seems good. Aether Gust seems bad. I like 1 Celestial Purge against the Liliana. What do I not like? I would board in the Fire Spout, but Supreme Verdict seems better against the Germ. Yeah, Force of Negation is... I know sometimes we have to bounce this equipment and deal with them this way. Especially because they have Lingering Souls with these flyers. But I would rather try and bring in the removal. I'm not a fan of all these mana leaks, but we have to make use of them, right? Maybe I can exchange 1 mana leak for Force of Negation just to answer the equipments after we bounce them with Teferi or Cryptic. Lightning Bolt is still good to answer the Stoneforge Mystic. Sometimes they have Dark Confident and Tidehollow Sculler. Can also kill Liliana sometimes. And the Manland. Speaking of Manlands, we can think about Cleansing Wildfire, which also blows up their redraw land, which is probably a utility land. But I like all the other cards in our deck. Like, we need still win conditions. I think we still need 2 mana leaks at most. I don't want to draw more, honestly. Maybe we don't need this other growth spiral, and then we go with 1 Cleansing Wildfire and 1 Force of Negation, just to hedge a little bit. On the play, we can think about an Ashiok, but I think it's too slow on average. With this hand, I hope we simply draw a 3rd land drop in time. That they don't start with discard, but probably do. Yep. Alright, didn't draw another land. So them picking Lightning Bolt means Stoneforge Mystic here. Yep. God, this is annoying. I have to do this now so that we can at least mana leak something next time, but giving them here this land drop is really annoying. Yeah, damn it. Can't play this. Now we missed the 3rd land drop again. Alright. So we go for the breeding pool that we can at least dig with the growth spiral. So 1 sword gone. Come on. Nope. And we failed to draw the 3rd land drop in the top 13 cards. And we're getting destroyed now, probably. Deck. 10 minutes. Couldn't fetch the Triome on 1. Okay, just a naked apparition. Doesn't seem that great for them, huh? Spell bomb, sure. Yeah, the extra rub-ins. Well, at least we have Teferi next turn and path up this turn. Yeah, at least keep the pressure off the battlefield, I guess. They can pick an Uro now. We only have 1 more mana leak in the deck, right? So it doesn't really matter giving them more land drops at this point. Wrenn and Six is not doing anything against the Spellbomb right now. But Uro can redraw. Okay, they pick the Teferi. Dark Confident or what? Just another Aberration. Man, they really want to get a clock going. Playing these Aberrations out naked here. Alright, dig for the lands and gain 3 life, which is kind of a time walk here so far. Yeah, well, we don't draw lands, we draw more Uros. Really, really, really unfortunate game here. Yeah, this is game over now. That's why they wanted to get something going. Here, the plot thickens. Yeah, at this point, I'm fed up. 28 lands, can't draw a 4th one till turn 7. That's not good enough. Okay, now we are on the play. They have Tidehollow Scholars as well. So let's do this. Maybe it's overkill, but I don't want them to lock us up with these Tidehollow Scholars. Alright, let's start. Yeah, we keep this because we have Whale of Summer, and I hate them looking into our hand. Growth Spiral into a quick Omnath. Could be something good. Let's see. Godless Shrine. How about no? Now we draw a few lands too much for my taste, but we can cycle this one. Damn, and use Thoughtseize. Well, he probably picks the Omnath, but if he just picks the Growth Spiral here, that's fine. Yeah. Doesn't have a Stoneforge on 2 though, so I book this as a win, but we are flooding out now. Yeah, we are really flooding out. Don't want to give him any options here. Yep. Better Skull, sure. Okay, Wrenn and Six would be okay now. Oh, yeah, this is the exact opposite of the second game where we just draw lands, 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 and don't get anything going here. That is a really crappy feeling. At least this is a good feeling now. Could pick up a lightning bolt for that, but no thank you. Come on, where are my Uros or Planeswalkers or anything else, literally? Yeah. Here comes the damn Better Skull. Okay, or another Scholar, I guess. Well, I guess if I draw an Uro, I could still... Nope. If I could do anything, nope. We can do nothing. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? There's nothing going on over here. Didn't expect us to draw only lands so far. We had 5 spells this game. And 13 cards. That's no good. Yeah. This is how I only end up without a trophy. Well, this hand can't play anything out but the Force of Negation. So we go with a land with 2 Path to Exiles and only lands again. Maybe it's an Aether Vial deck. Yeah. Humans, alright. Let's see. That was a good pickup. They don't have an Aether Vial here. And no Noble Hierarchs, so a rather slow start. If we had a Wrenn and Six, that would be tremendously good here on the play. Okay, now they have an Aether Vial. Alright, let's go for another white source in case we draw Supreme Verdict down the line. Alright, just a stupid Cryptic. Please play an image. Just a Lieutenant. Alright. If they would have played an image here, we could kill this, and if they vial something else in, we could still kill this, and then the image fizzles. Alright. Path this. We path this. And now we have to see what they will top deck. We have 1 Cryptic and another land. We were working towards Field of the Dead, slowly but steadily, but they have a redraw here and still 3 cards in hand. Ah, damn it. Okay. Why didn't he draw with this canopy then? Just play out possibly a 2-drop. Doesn't make that much sense to me. Let's grab a breeding pool. We have 2 green sources, we have 2 white sources, we just need another random. I guess we can go with the Steam Vents. Since we don't have any Urus in our hand anyways. Now they redraw, okay. Yeah, still 4 cards in hand. Does he look at my hand or what? Oh my goodness. Come on, give me a Supreme Verdict just for justice. Okay. Now it bites me that I didn't fetch the breeding pool earlier. Because we go to 10 and we could be dead against the Lieutenant now. Alright. Let's see if they have a Reflector Mage here. Okay, another land drop is good for us. Only 2 cards in hand, an image. No Reflector Mage, right? Yeah, well, we are not dead here, right? We take only 8. Unless they have a Lieutenant now. Yeah, now we are dead. 6, 8, 10. Yeah, exactly 11. Because I had to shock this in. I missed the next draw. Yeah, these draws wouldn't have helped anyways, but still. Okay. Oh. This, like this. This. But man, naming Cryptic there, I didn't expect that at all. Yeah, okay. Hopefully we can Verdict on 4. We have a Celestial Purge to stop a freebooter, but of course no guarantees. Okay, once again an Aether Vial start. Can bounce it with a Teferi on 3 to stall a little bit as well. Alright. Yep, there's a freebooter. So now they know about the Supreme Verdict, unfortunately. Yeah, let's go with the Hallowed Fountain nonetheless. So they can still vial in a Noble Hierarch and then go with the Mantis Rider next turn, but in this case they play a little bit more into the Verdict, so I like bouncing this Aether Vial. Probably have to grab a red source here though, so we have to go down to 14. Else we don't have Bolt and Wrenn and Six up. Yep, exactly like that. I could go with Wrenn and Six here and just pick up the next land drop, but I think bouncing the Vial is a little bit more value in the long term for us. Oh, of course I have to. No auto tapper here. Yeah, figures. Alright. Well, we can still ping it, so could also go with Wrenn and Six and Path next turn. Seems also like value. If they kill the Teferi, they kill the Teferi, like he has done his job. Delaying them. That is all he's good for here. So they can go Vial and Mantis Rider here, but then they play into the Verdict, so we also don't have to leverage the Verdict right away. They need a Meddling Mage or another freebooter to stop it, and they have to play around it all the time, so that gives us a little bit more time, I think. And with Wrenn and Six on the board, we can also stop their Thaliars, and images, because we can always ping an image dead. But if they give us too much time, we can get this Jace going, so I like how this game looks right now. But let's see. Is this the Vial again? Yeah, it is. And the Thaliar, okay. Then I guess we kill the Thaliar. Uptick here. Play this. Play this. Kill it. Now we are in the same position as last turn, kind of. If they play a Mantis Rider here and go white, we have the Verdict. We also have a Verdict at instant speed now, since they didn't kill the Teferi, so... But if they let this Wrenn and Six live, we can get the Noble Hierarch, because they can't vial in a Lieutenant yet, thanks to the bounce earlier, so... Yeah, bouncing the Vial was definitely very good value here. Let's see. Galactic. No, there is the Lieutenant, alright. Now they can kill one of the two Planeswalkers with the Noble Hierarch here. Attacking the Wrenn and Six, alright. Yeah, then we just uptick here and say go, I guess. Next turn we can bounce the Vial again, and this turn I will fire off the Verdict. I think we can do it inside their combat, because they can hold off this Vial anyways to the end step after the Verdict, and I want to keep my Teferi here. This can be a Meddling Mage, so yeah, I guess we do it now. But then they can still play the Mantis Rider, so it's still annoying. Maybe I should have done it in my turn after all, to hamper their mana. Yeah. Maybe I misplayed this now, because I felt too self-confident. Freebooter, alright. Probably take the path to Exile here. But if they have another land drop, they can still do the same line, so I'm not sure. Okay, they take the Jace instead of the path. That is interesting. Yeah, no, they kill the Teferi. And they didn't have the third land drop, so I got punished for my greed. Okay. Yeah, I have to draw land drops now. Can't sit here all day long and do nothing. And of course I missed these land drops again. This is like in the black-white matchup where we failed to draw more than 4 lands. Man, this game looked so good in the beginning. Now we fall behind because they don't draw any lands and have just gas in hand with this Aether Vial to work as land drops. damage. Yeah, I can take 4. Hold this path up for now. They have another freebooter. Because I don't need the Jace right now. But I want to use this one Aether Gust to get the Mantis Rider, so they probably have more Mantis Rider, since they have put up this vial on 3. So if nothing else happens here, I pass the Mantis Rider in the end step. But I really need land drops. I really need the land drops. Opponent is also playing very slowly here. It is really grinding me in my mental space here. Like, I just want to jam some games, and some opponents are playing so slowly because they are afraid of doing mistakes, I guess. Okay, now I want to draw Fire Spout, I guess. Nope, now we draw the land. He has named Supreme Verdict already. Well. And yeah. Should have played the Supreme Verdict in my turn, but I didn't expect him to have no third land drop. Well, only 2 cards in hand, so we can draw on Path to Exile here. Nope. Okay. Can still draw Fire Spout, I guess. Or, yeah. Or we draw a Wrenn and Six. That can't kill anything here. And I had some bad draws here. And Reflector Mage as well. No, Deputy of Detentions. Yeah, I mean, the perfect hand there, kind of. I made one mistake, and therefore I lose the match. Okay, last game of this league. After a very good start, we crashed down. Now we are playing against the Lurus deck with a very bad hand. So we have to take a mulligan here. This is also a very bad hand, so we have to take another mulligan. We'll take another mulligan, and we concede. After taking all these mulligans and not doing anything, I just shift the turn back and see if he plays black red or blue red and concede. Okay. Let's go to the next match. Brought out Force of Negation, Whale of Summer, Celestial Purge. Guess Aether Gust is fine. Also like the Supreme Verdicts. So it's a Death Shadow variant. Death Shadow. Sometimes they have Boil. They don't like Wrenn and Six here too much. Some decks run Bomat Courier, where Wrenn and Six is fine, but not everyone does this. Since it's Death Shadow, I don't like Fire Spout too much. So don't want the third Aether Gust because it's mainly there for their Swift Spears and possibly Boil, but it can't answer Lurus or any of the black threats, so I guess the Soul Guide Lantern at least cycles. Wildfire also cycles, but attacking their land base, not the best idea since they only run 2 colors and they have enough land drops anyways. Not the best hand, but maybe the Verdict can catch them by surprise. Though, of course, then this has to be a Temple Garden. Yeah, so let's play this out. Hope that we can go with Uro on 3 into Verdict. Comes a Swift Spear again, or a discard. Soulscar Mage, alright. How do we play this? We can bounce this back next turn with the Teferi as well if they don't run discard, and I might want to cycle this. But I want to get the second white source now. Yeah, so I think we fetch the Triome with this. Foregoing the second green for now. Here comes the Manamorphose turn. Please don't go too crazy. Okay. Okay. Hallowed Fountain tapped. Sure. Now we have to bounce 1. Or else we take too much damage next turn. Then they kill the Teferi with the seal, but at least we stall a little bit here. Alright. So they have a Soulscar Mage in hand. Didn't play any discard yet. Third land drop. $14, Thoughtseize. Or is it the Scourge? Or is it even a Croxa at this point? I think what this league shows is how delicate the balance is between drawing too much lands and too few lands with this deck. You really have to draw good in this regard. Okay. Yes, give me the plains. Okay, then we can play the Verdict next turn. Teferi dies here, I guess. Wow, he still gives us the plus value? Okay, I don't agree with that. I mean, sure, he can still check it with the Seal of Fire, but now we have instant speed Verdict and can wait what he's doing. Maybe he's overextending or something. I'm willing to take 2 damage to just stall here a turn. If he kills this here end of turn anyways, he should have done this in his turn or in our upkeep or something. Okay. Now I don't want to take the damage anymore. Fortunately, we can't escape the Uru because we are still missing the other green source, but had to make some sacrifices here. Okay, another Soulscar Mage. Could play a Death Shadow, could play a Scourge. We have 1 path to exile to check the creatures. Alright. Yeah, next Soulscar Mage, I guess. I think we just bounce it back at this point. Could play the Uru and hold up path, but I want to hold up path a little bit longer for the shadows of this world. And in case he has a Boil in hand, playing out the Steam Vents would be very bad, but I need the 3rd island for this Mystic Sanctuary, so I just hope he doesn't have it, because I can't play around the Boil at this point. And then we keep green, green, white, white, and have at least 1 blue source for the Uro. We are not out directly of this game, but not ideal either. I think I cycle this. There's nothing I want to exile his graveyard for right now. Sure, his Lurus can grab back a Soulscar Mage, but I don't think that is worth a card. Comes the Lurus, so this is in hand now. Check this. Could still exile his bin and deny the Lurus any value, but if he has a Bauble in hand, I guess we don't have to do this right now. I mean, if he has a Bauble in hand, he will always get the value. So can escape the Uru here though. Yeah, we should be able to escape the Uru. And then I grab a Stomping Ground here because it's boil proof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hope he doesn't have a crazy amount of lightning bolts or something in hand. That's a nice pickup. So if he just goes with the Lurus here, we crack the Soul Guide Lantern. If he goes with Boil now, at least it is his entire turn. Okay, now he can't use the Lurus. Okay. Yes, grab out this source. Now we have all the basics in play. How many lightning bolts will he have over there? Wow, all the Soulscar mages in the world. Now a lightning bolt kills the Uro, I think. Because it counts ×2, but I never had this situation, so I'm not sure, to be honest, how a lightning bolt would work here. Okay. I guess I still attack, or I use Path to Exile and choose the path again. Yeah, let's see. Okay. Let's see. Yes, he can play his Death Shadows now, but we still have a Verdict with a second Sanctuary. Okay. This. Or we can pick up this path again, and we have a redraw still. And now we have a Lightning Bolt as well. So he is at 5. This bolt is lethal. We can still deny the Lurus value. We can also pick up the Lightning Bolt with the Sanctuary and kill him. And I should have killed him here. Damn it, I'm stupid. Now I open up myself to Graveyard Hate. Like, I should have bolted him, put the bolt back on top and draw into it with the Lantern. Stupid, just seeing that now. I guess we still kill him here if he doesn't have Cling to Dust. And if he uses Cling to Dust, I mean, doesn't have all the cards or all the mana to do everything, so he has to play a blocker out here. Yeah, let's try this now, like bolt him in response. So if he denies us the Lightning Bolt here with a Cling to Dust, then I just exile his graveyard, but then he has spent his entire turn kind of, and we still have 2 attackers. So let's see. Do you have a Cling to Dust? He doesn't. Alright, yeah, I should have done this earlier. Okay, on the draw, he brings in Cleansing Wildfire, so maybe Wrenn and Six is okay because he can pick up lands again. That's interesting. Maybe we can exchange it for 1 Growth Spiral. Because I want the Aether Gust against all these creatures that he has. Swift Spears and Soulscar Mages. As well as the Wildfire and maybe Boil. So we can go with this. Maybe the Cryptics are too much and the Jace is really hard to protect, but we need some form of card advantage in this matchup. So yeah, while the Jace will die very easily, I figured during all these matches that I played that you can lose a grind if they have like a spell bomb for your Urus and then play out the Durus and you don't have an immediate answer. So you need something to draw additional cards, especially because you have so many land drops in the deck. And they don't. Alright, this is a very bad hand again. This hand is not that much better, but at least it has some interaction. I like the Omnath as a way to gain back life. I think 5 mana Teferi is a little bit too ambitious here at this point. But on the draw, this is really rough. Yeah. Now he has one of his best starts. Okay, this was a good draw. I don't care about taking 1 damage. He doesn't play Light Up the Stage, so 1 damage is fine. If he plays a Scourge now, I would rather path this. Yeah, this is a Scourge for sure. Alright. Raugrin. Let's take this one. Yeah. Ah, right mana. Okay. This gives him the 4th land drop for a boil, of course, so it's dangerous. Go to 16. Please just play discard here. Wow, he already picks up the Lurus. Yeah, I need this. Now, if I play the Teferi and bounce the Swift Spear, he just plays Lurus and Swift Spear and kills the Teferi. But I really need going here. You can also hold up Aether Gust and Whale of Summer to gust this and Whale of Summer discard spell maybe. Let's pick up the second white source, I guess, for a verdict. If he has Boil, of course, we are dead, but I don't think I can play around this at this point in the game. If he has double Stone Rain here, we are just dead. Okay. Death Shadow, alright. Can bounce that at least. Comes the Lurus. No, okay. Smells like a boil still. Have to redraw here. Here's the 5 mana Teferi again. He can bolt himself, so no good doing that. Can try to bolt the Death Shadow next turn, because then he can't do that in response, but we can also bolt the Lurus. Missing a land drop again. Really used up my luck in the first matches, I guess. And now we don't draw the 4th land drops. It's several matches. 28 in the deck. That's really horrible. Really, really horrible. And then it comes tapped. Exactly what you don't want. I'd love to play the Omnath there. Come on, play your cat at least. And also if we bolt this, then he gets the Lurus value, so I'd rather keep the bolt for the cat. Right. Let's see, Teemo Battle Rage or what? No. Guess if we draw a fetch land now, we can go with Hour of Promise. But we draw a stupid Jace. Fight for my life here. Yep. At least we traded 1 for 1. Yep. Yep. Come on. God damn it. I think I have to risk it. Could easily die here, but if we draw the land drop, Nope, of course we don't. Why would we? Turn 8. Never drew past 4 lands. 28 in the deck. Single fetch land here would enable Field of the Dead, would enable Teferi. They have to block now. Teemo Battle Rage. Then it's over. Lightning Bolt himself. Yep, that's what I mentioned. He can do it again. No. Well, if we draw another bolt, we can kill him. Nope, we don't. Still draw more damn spells. Now we are dead against the Lightning Bolt. But he already played 3. So, yeah, well. Sometimes they have Apostle's Blessing. Alright, survived that round. Now he thought seizes us. He goes to 4. Yeah, well, then go to 1, and let's hope we draw a Wrenn and Six or something. It's unlikely that he has the 4th Lightning Bolt, right? He still has a Lurrus in hand. If we find a fetch land, then we can put Lightning Bolt on top, draw into it with the Teferi, and kill him that way. Hopefully he doesn't have Lava Dart in hand, but we can Aether Gust that, maybe. I don't know. Some interesting lines here. Takes the Omnath, goes to 1. Comes the cat, right? Yep, alright. Come on, fetch land. Finally, turn 9. Well, we try it like this. Sometimes you steal it, I guess. Close game. So, manage the 3-2. Let's go back to the deck list. Where is it here? Yeah, so, I mean, you could see it. In some games I flooded out pretty badly. Where on the other hand we had some issues in finding land drops, and there is a fine line in finding the correct number. Not too early, but also not too late. But we already run 28 lands, and I don't solve the issue of flooding with 29 and finding them earlier. How much would the chance really increase if we go with 29? Like, I don't think this is correct, and what would help would be cantrips that can dig a little bit deeper, like Serum Visions or Opt, but there's no space in running them. So, I mean, the game were still close against Black-White, and with a little bit more luck on our side, we could have turned this definitely into our favor. Same for the 4th match, in my opinion, and yeah, everything else was good. I like the deck list overall, and I mean, against humans, I also did the mistake with the Supreme Verdict, I guess. I could have given me another turn. Of course, no guarantee in winning then, but it would increase the odds, I guess. But I hope you enjoyed this league anyways. We have beaten Tron at least. That's always a good feeling. And yeah, hopefully see you back next time. Bye bye, guys.